May you have a blessed time zone, for I'm your chill guardian angel. I really miss doing that. Yeah, I'm glad to be streaming again. According to YouTube, I think the last stream I did was a month ago, I guess? I don't think it was that long, but oh well. Yeah, I couldn't stream too much lately because I had to focus on work. I had a lot of work to do and I had to make sure I could pay my bills. They are paid for this month, so thankfully I can focus on other things. Sorry if my hair is looking weird. I took a shower before streaming, so my hair is still drying. Yeah, I'm really glad to be streaming again. Of course, we're doing Honkai Star Rail as that is the game we come back to on the streams. And I'm really gonna try to do more streams and be more what's the correct word for this? I'm gonna try to be better when it comes to proper dates of streaming. My initial plan is to do streams, like main streams, I guess, on Saturdays at that would be 6 p.m. UTC, I think, because I'm UTC +2 at the moment and it's 8 p.m. So yeah, 6 p.m. UTC on a Saturday. Don't play an ad. No, I want music, not ads. Stupid YouTube. And maybe additional streams on Wednesday at 6 p.m. UTC, so you can have something to I don't know, chill to after work or something. Or I don't know, chill while working, because it could be quite early for American people, for example. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do something like that. I'll do my best to do something like that. I cannot promise anything, but I really hope it's gonna work. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna do some more additional streams because, well, I'm gonna try to go through the main story of Honkai Star Rail, of course, and then on different streams we're gonna play something else. But yeah, I couldn't find Dr. Cherry Doc Pepe in the store while I was doing groceries, so instead I have the regular one, not sponsored. But yeah. Of course, that's what I'm going to be drinking in. Without further ado, let's jump into the game. I think ever since I did all like side missions and everything, I was not touching this game at all to make sure I leave everything for the strings, at least the main stuff. So I get positively surprised, at least. And if you're watching on Twitch, you should be getting some Twitch drops as well. Some rewards for watching me on Twitch. Let me turn the sound of the game again because I always play it muted whenever I'm not streaming. There we go. Yeah, let's get into it real quick. Why not? I made sure it's updated before the stream, so we're not gonna have to wait for too long.
Enemy ahead. No harm in trying.
Yeah, that's the main. Oh, I forgot I was doing this thing. Yeah, I don't want to do this. I was doing some challenges. No, go away. I'm gonna take care of that later. Welcome back to the Trailblazing Expedition. Yeah, I'm back. And I hope I will not have to... Well... I will not leave it again, I mean. A bunch of stuff. Of course. For me missing it. Huh? It's a survey. Okay, I'm gonna do it later then. As long as I don't forget. Yeah, a bunch of new stuff. Yeah, is Yunli the one that we're gonna unlock? Because I know we're getting March 7th, but I don't know who we're actually getting from the roles. I forget what they're called. We have the trials, but I'm gonna do that later. Yeah, on the streams I want to focus on the story and the main story stuff. Yes, of course we have to activate that. Yeah, there is gonna be a lot of stuff I'm gonna have to take care of, sadly, because I haven't been here in a while. Of course, stuff from here. Okay, what do we have in Warp? We have Yunli, okay, so just as I expected. I'm gonna try her later, and I'm gonna see if she's worth, well, trying to get her. Okay, I'm just clicking stuff off at this point. Okay, so we can get Huo. Actually, no, we can already get her. I think, from what I saw at least. And I think she was good for healing. Let me check again. Hello, Aura Knight. I'm quite good actually. Yeah, we can get her. The second character we can get instead of Yunli. I'm quite good, although I'm hungry. But I'm definitely gonna eat something after the stream. Okay, so Trailblaze Continuance. Yeah, so I guess that's gonna be the main thing, so let's do that. I'm gonna travel to another planet. You have an interstellar message. Please check it promptly.
Phew.
What's up, Pom Pom?
Just got a message from the Xianzhou La Fu. Looks like it'll conflict with our original schedule.
Oh? How come? It's good. I'm glad you're better, Aura Knight.
It's been a while, my friends on the Astral Express. How's your trailblazing expedition going? Soon, the Xianzhou Luofu will be holding the Luminary War Dance. Those who have aided the Luofu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Well, we can be there.
Wow, things are getting lively.
Doesn't mean that we have to, but I don't know. I guess we could go there. But there's probably gonna be more issues as usual. Trailblazing is all about having fun.
Why not think about it this way? Our trailblazing expeditions are turning into blast expeditions, where we eat, drink, and play wherever we go. Blast? Expedition? Yeah. Wherever we go, we eat, play, and have a blast.
So we should leave March behind to take care of the Express?
Hey, that's not what I meant. I'm all for some fun. I just hope there won't be any surprise party crashers, like Friday or Saturday.
I think you mean Sunday.
Xianzhou Luofu has recently overcome a crisis by holding the war dance there, demonstrating to
I think the
everyone
Sunday was the one that we had to destroy last time.
safety.
But I might not remember it well.
That's what everyone said before we went to Penacony. You'll be totally safe under the family's protection.
No need to worry. The War Dance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knights, who fought against the abominations of abundance and protected the Xianzhou ships. Aside from star skiff performances, it's mostly martial contests. Nothing too different from the Taiki and Roboball contest we've seen before.
What do you think, Hina? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should probably head to Amphorius for refueling.
There's certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is quite unique, and the Express needs to be fully stocked and prepared before moving on to the next stop. With Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society. It could earn us some favors before we set off. However, it may take a few weeks.
Aw, so that means we're not going to the Luofu.
Being an adult means maintaining relationships, whether we like it or not, March. Since we've been invited, it's only right for the Astral Express to attend the ceremony. So here's the plan. Pom Pom will take everyone to the Cienjo Lafu. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with Ron Mei and fulfill our promise. Meanwhile, you, March, and Don Hung will represent the Express and attend the war dance.
What do you two think?
Alright. I want to play with the Leviathan fossils too. I don't even know what that is. I mean, I know what the Leviathan name is, but I don't know what fossils that... What fossils you mean? Like, fossils of what? An actual Leviathan creature? I don't know. Let's split into groups then.
I don't hear any objections.
Because he's not saying much.
Everyone's on board with the plan. It's time to warp to the Cienjo Lafu.
Wait, let me sure this stuff is working correctly. Okay, it should be. And discuss a travel plan with other members. Does it matter that much though?
Kalinga Abyss. What does she expect to find there? Current research on the Leviathan merely proves how little we know about such life forms.
That's why geniuses are interested in that field. Science is all about uncovering the unknown.
The conversation between the two adults, Prince. Oh, thank you for letting me freaking read that. Okay, have a safe trip then.
Don't miss us too much. If I stumble
How can you not miss the OG mommy there?
I'll be back as souvenirs for you.
Alright. I wouldn't mind that. Okay, I have to talk to them anyway, so what's the point of saying it's optional?
Really knows how to convince people. Between Leviathan fossils and the war dance, the latter definitely sounds more fun. By the way, Don Hung, this time you'll be taking a stroll with us on the Lafu, right?
Just let you two wander around aimlessly on the Lafu by yourselves? I don't think so. Plus,
Oh,
Mr.
really?
Yang is right.
So now you care about us.
The Virgil Arbor crisis just ended, and both the long life and short life species are still feeling uneasy. And that's why Jing Yuan wants to organize the war dance, to show that the Xianzhou Luofu is stable and safe. And since he has extended an invitation, it's only right that I visit my old friend.
Alrighty then. Let me get my drinkies. Oh, we're already there.
Back to this
Okay.
place brings back so many memories.
Here's something for all of you. A poem by March 7th.
Hey, I'm not actually gonna recite a poem. I was just thinking about all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived on the Cienjo. This time, we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't have to sneak in through the cargo dock. This trip has been incredibly smooth.
Oh, don't you jinx it now.
Usual, I must say.
Definitely. Oh, there was a jinx one. God damn it, I could have clicked that one instead. Hello, Raj Singh. Angel, I saw the Skyfaring Commission's notice that the Express has docked into the Xianzhou. Are you guys ready on the Luofu already? Quick with the news, eh? Hey, the General sent me to welcome you all at the Starskiff Haven. See you in a bit. Alrighty then.
Is the Starskiff Haven always this crowded? Oh, there's
I think it was.
people here. I can barely hear anything.
I'm sure with how loud you are, you can hear stuff.
You guys, hold on a moment.
No, I just play Honkai. Yeah, I don't think I'm really much into Genshin. And why, yeah, I just play Honkai Star Rail. Well, I'm not much into Genshin. I did enjoy Zenless Zone Zero, but I uninstalled it for the sake of saving space on my computer. So I don't know if I'm gonna go back to it.
Did they just call us? Oh, look at their outfits. They're from Penacony, right? Are you familiar with the Cienjo Lafu?
We know a little bit about it. What do you need?
We are from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it. We came to this ship to gather interesting materials for making dream bubbles.
Oh, we just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
That's great. Do you know any must-see attractions on the Lofu?
Why don't you ask the locals, actually?
But the locals were all like, come on, there's nothing worth seeing on the Lafu. It's so boring here.
Ha, can't blame them. If someone asked me what's there to see on Penacony, I'd probably struggle to answer too.
No, in my case, I would say Penacony itself is worth visiting.
We're asking fellow tourists. Most of the tourists around at the moment are
Yeah, these games are very big on space, sadly.
Yeah, we know about that ceremony, but isn't the fighting ring still closed?
And I need to make sure my SSD drive, yeah, I just said solid-state drive, it has some space left so it doesn't get clogged up and slowed down.
I've heard the ring was actually converted from a huge decommissioned Lofu fighter jet.
So it's even larger than a regular star skiff?
No doubt about it. It's a massive fighter jet. It's got to be larger than a civilian star skiff.
But for now, all we can do is wait until the war dance starts in a few weeks before we can board it. We've still got work to do, so we can't just sit around waiting for it to start. That's why we're asking you about some must-see attractions.
We're looking for unique experiences that you won't find on Penacony. Our clients love these kinds of dream bubbles the most.
You're the expert here. Give them some suggestions.
I guess I could try. I'm gonna have to remember which one is which. Maybe a fixed stroll garden.
Oh yeah! Fixed Stroll Garden! It's famous for supernatural stuff. With those mischievous heliobi floating around. It's pretty fascinating.
Supernatural? I don't really like scary things, but our clients will love it.
Ooh, it does sound interesting. Let's go check out Fixed Stroll Garden. Maybe we'll bump into each other there.
We'll see then.
Yanqing's here.
Really? Let's go catch up with him.
Yeah, Wu is also a huge game. But I guess it didn't really get me that interested.
There you are. Everyone, this way.
I'm coming.
Hey, everyone.
Oh, Kafka is wanted.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long since we last saw you. But Yanqing.
And there's Blade.
What's up, Miss March? They say kids grow up really fast. Yanqing, are you a little bit taller than before?
We've only been away for a few months.
It's not that long. I grew quite quick within a few months, I remember. Like, yeah, I was quite short, I think, in the, what's the word? Primary school, and then suddenly I grew like a few inches. Also, he does sound like the, like, always one of the character. Well, yeah, I do know that. He does sound like his voice is deeper, so I wouldn't mind if he went through like voice mutation, as well kids do, and I did too.
Really? The general is always worried I won't grow much taller.
Hello, Star
I keep
Dragon.
telling him not to worry about it. Sorry for the delay. With the upcoming war dance and the Starskip Haven being so busy, things are a little hectic.
Seriously, I've never seen the Lafu so lively before.
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But seeing the bustling Starskip Haven, I understand why General Jing Yuan chose this timing.
I'm okay. I didn't eat, but I'm definitely gonna do so after the stream, and I'm happy to be streaming again.
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who have come from afar. With the war dance coming up, there's a huge number of visitors pouring into the Starskip Haven. The Cloud Knights are working hard to keep the security tight. The General said this ceremony would help the Xianzhou Lafu recover from the crisis. It's a way to showcase our martial spirit.
And I'm hoping to stream more often too.
Attract visitors from other planets to promote trade and peace. By the way, the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Xianzhou ships, the Zhuming and the Yaoqing, have both sent messengers to offer their blessings.
Xianzhou Yaoqing.
Yeah, the Xianzhou Yaoqing is a major force in hunting down abominations, and is always engaged in conflicts across the cosmos. Although it's a member of the Xianzhou Alliance, I don't know much about it.
50-50 on Yuanling. Too confused on her kid. Do you have any idea of playing her? I don't know yet. I would need to do the trials that you can do with the characters. I haven't tried that yet because I literally didn't touch the game before streaming. And while I completed all updates, I guess, all missions from the earlier updates, so I was not touching the game until then. Just now, literally touching everything. So I'm gonna have to do the trials later, and I'm gonna have to see if I would pick Yunli or Huo in the warps.
But Madame Yukong from the Skyfaring Commission mentioned that the Yaoqing always sends back reports of great victories, which is quite impressive. I heard General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is a young and dauntless lady. My peers say that she's like a goddess of war, capable of crushing dozens of abominations with a single punch. I wonder if it's true. If only I could witness her prowess with my own eyes.
By the way, Yaoqing,
Interesting.
where are we headed next?
I'm sorry for talking your ear off. The General wants to catch up with you at the Palace of Astrum. He's been eager to hear about how the Express has been doing.
It's funny how he tries to act all mature, but whenever it comes to something he's interested in, you can really see his childish side.
I definitely prefer free to play, but for me, when the game is free, it means that I don't need to pay at all to play it. And if I'm spending money on it, that should be like a tip from me to the creators. And the pay to win is obviously awful, because like you try to win with the skills, but then you end up fighting against people that just get better weapons and stuff just because they paid and not because they're good, and this is really annoying. And also for me, like, if you pay to play the game, you should be able to pay just once, and anything else again should be like a tip to the creator. Like, I already paid you. Why would you want more money? They're pretty much the same in that regard.
I agree.
What the? Of course, it's something had to happen.
Just mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me, I need to go check out the situation.
You're just as jinxed as March.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
We'll go with you.
No. What the hell is
Check
this?
the civilians. I'll deal with him.
Oh? Oh, we have to fight him now? What is this? Immune rage. Okay, so it's a similar thing as with the freaking Tyrannosaurus or whatever.
Why are there boars?
Oh, I didn't have the fourth character picked because I was using Acheron for the things. God damn it. Also, yes, I think I have fully I have Firefly fully stacked now, and I love her as a character. I mean,
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I know.
I literally just make videos. That's how I earn my money.
Specimen sighted.
Either edit videos or make videos. It would be a dream job to earn a living from, you know, just making videos or streaming, but I don't know if that would ever happen. That was quick, but I'm gonna have to pick a fourth character.
Not good.
Are you Lee? Aw, some feed pics for fan service, eh?
Thanks for the help.
Sorry, no time to chat. Could you give me back my...
Yeah, well. Okay, again, let me get the character. Which one should I get? Actually, maybe her, because she is helping.
You to wrap this up, Himiko.
Yeah, because she's helping when the characters are weakness broken.
Wait, my sword! I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for now. I need to find out what's going on.
I guess so.
While we appreciate your rescue, my Cienjo friends, don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and our cargo?
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack. Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your cargo go.
But this shipment isn't even meant for the Lafu, and it's IPC's patented technology.
It isn't even meant for the Luofu. Then what the hell are you doing here?
According to the protocol, all cargo arriving on the Lafu must go through inspection.
Oh, but we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borisits.
Looks like this argument could go on forever. Let's not get involved in a heated dispute that won't lead to a resolution.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just let them let them Karen to each other. Let me just get this. Come on. Okay. I would almost forget. You can get rewards for watching me on Twitch, and I'm gonna claim these rewards myself right now. Okay. Put on that last day with 1 minute left on Firefly banner and for Shield to the day. I never regret her assuming my account's so easygoing. Yeah, she's so OP sometimes, and that's really good.
With the war dance approaching, safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, how did Borisin prisoners end up in Starskiff Haven? According to the protocol, Borisin prisoners should be held on a Starskiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision without ever touching the ground. Who allowed a prisoner transport ship to dock at the passenger terminal?
Please don't blame this captain. This incident involves the Ju Ming's diplomatic vessel.
Who are you?
I'm Lu Ju, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yanqing. The situation unfolded rapidly, and it shouldn't be held against the captain. Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin just before arriving, and the Ju Ming's diplomatic vessel came to the rescue. They fought off the Borisin pirates and imprisoned them on their ship.
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borisin near the Lafu, and the Juming envoys saved them? Sounds complicated.
Honestly, it gives me a headache too. Ju Ming diplomatic ship, adhering to standard procedure, docked at the passenger terminal to hand these criminals over to the Lafu. You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the Lafu, the Starskiff lanes are under immense pressure. The Borisin desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner.
That's not how you spell desperados.
And that's what you just witnessed.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
I see. It's an unusual situation indeed. I'll report it to the security department of the Realm Keeping Commission and ask for their cooperation in handling the aftermath. Maybe I should gather more details from others so that the Seed of Divine Foresight can have a better understanding of the situation.
Yeah, I'm still wondering why they were even there to help them.
Oh, you look much maturer now, Yanqing.
Please don't tease me, Miss March. The situation on the Xianzhou before the war dance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble, capable of generating far-reaching ripples with even the slightest disturbance.
What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with?
Did you call them the Borison?
Yeah, those werewolf monsters are known as Borison. They are abominations of abundance, and we've been fighting them for a very long time. The Borison have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the Swarm disaster, and the Alliance even had a fierce war with them 3 decades ago.
And they were supposed to be delivered to the prison?
Their presence has faded over the years, but who would have thought?
According to that officer, they attacked an IPC ship near the Shenzhou Luofu. Such a brazen attack seems quite unusual to me.
Yeah, that's what I find strange too. It seems like the IPC and the Borison have some serious grudges. Well, enough with the chit-chat. The General wants me to take you to the Palace of Astral. I'd love to chit-chat a little longer, but there are some things that can't be left unchecked.
Is it a serious matter? Maybe you'll need our help in hunting down the Borison?
I have a feeling that is most likely true.
Thank you, but it's no big deal. By the way,
Oh, really?
that young lady who just appeared, she took my sword. I'm thinking of filing a lost property report at the Realm Keeping Commission to see if I can get it back.
I doubt she did it on purpose.
You go file the report and I go fetch the popcorn. It's gonna be quite the show. So when Cloud Knights get into trouble, they have to call the emergency services too.
Perhaps she's around here somewhere. Shouldn't we take a look?
All right, let's not keep the General waiting.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent. It shouldn't be too hard to find her.
I guess so. Huh? No, we're just going. What's his problem?
There sure are a lot of troublemakers around.
But you think we're making the trouble? We just freaking sage your ass. Okay, where is it? We're here.
It's been a long journey, Elder White. Thank you for your presence.
General, I brought our guests from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing. I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
You could have noticed that person standing in front of Jing Yuan like before you started even saying anything. What do you mean?
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express.
How's everything going, General?
All is well when you have friends coming from afar. Allow me to introduce you to General Wyan. He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Jumin, known as the Flaming Heart.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who've come to attend the ceremony.
Elder
And yet you apparently helped the IPC though.
But also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique, even among the Arbiter Generals.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty. I had no choice but to answer the call. Well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
It's an honor to meet you, General Hyan.
It's my honor to meet you, General Hyan.
Glad to meet you, General.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the lawful, same as all of you. So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuin? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
There she is, just casually standing.
Indeed. There's Don Hung, March 7, and her. Without their help,
I have a name, you know.
might not have easily overcome it.
You could at least say the Trailblazer or something.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Lawfu and will attend the war dance. I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
You're more than welcome, General Hyan.
And this young friend is?
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Law Fu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance, ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
Great, great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice.
Oh, alright then.
It's you!
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Oh, you two already know each other? Guess we don't need any introductions then.
What a coincidence! I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Oh? Now you've piqued my curiosity. Tell me, how did you two become acquainted?
She helped me capture the escaped Borison prisoners at the Starskip Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my flying sword with you.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out it's yours.
Yes, it is. Now that we've met again, I hope...
Nope, that won't do.
Won't
And
do.
why is that? What?
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Juming, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield. As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borison prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string, and it missed its target. By the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that Borison prisoner would have gotten away.
Hold on a second, Lee. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back?
So much for Lafu's swordmasters.
Tsundere much, huh?
What did you just say?
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you. But nope, you tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone. With all due respect, you don't honor your sword. So you don't deserve it.
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to settle this with swords, fine. Let's have a one-on-one duel, right?
Yanqing.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful. Because I'm not as easy to handle as the Borison.
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yanqing.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
I don't take sides.
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship. Most notably, the legendary Flame Wheel Octet. Seeing Miss Yun Li, who is among those ranks today. Well, I must say, she definitely has that fiery edge.
Such grandiose names. Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yun Li is still just a young girl, a bit awkward and hot-tempered. So please forgive her if she's being rude.
Oh, trust me, you cannot excuse someone being a Tsundere just because they're young and rebellious. There are people that stay Tsundere for life, and I know that for a fact.
Well, everyone, Elder Huayan and I have some business to discuss. For now, Yang Qing, why don't you entertain our guests and take Miss Yun Li to the inn? I'll find another chance to talk with you all. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express for helping the Law Fu during the crisis.
That's so kind of you. I mean, you've already thanked us so many times.
Please forgive me for coming at an inconvenient time.
You needn't apologize, General Huayan.
All right, Yun Li. Take this opportunity to clear things up with Yanqing.
Yeah. It's better to make friends than enemies. But I won't be heading to the inn just yet. I want to visit Lingsha. She just arrived in the Lawfu and could use some help settling in.
Yang Qing, once you've helped our guests get settled, go to the Artisanship Commission for me. I've heard about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. Qingzu sent word that the IPC members are protesting and wish to have their cargo back. See if you can calm them down. Don't get aggressive. Just make it clear that the Xianzhou Lawfu has no intention of violating their rights.
I'm on it.
Wonder if they are gonna get their stuff back.
This is the report Qingzu just sent me. Let me take a look. It looks like the General has given me a tough challenge. He wants me to try and help put the IPC's mind at ease.
Is this some kind of a test from the General?
Well, it's not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial arts, but also occasionally have to handle diplomatic disputes. It's just, you know, talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield. This is especially true when you're up against the IPC. Their non-stop corporate babble. Well, let's not worry about that for now. Shall I take you to the inn?
I thought that you might need some help with the IPC, but well, I guess I gotta go to the inn after watching Yanqing and the others leave.
It is the Lawfu's honor to have you in attendance at the war dance. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond mere spectating. Might there be any specific instructions from the Marshal?
You're overthinking it, Jingyuan. As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's horizons. I have no ulterior motives. However, I have no clue what the Yao Qing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical. You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou. The title of Arbiter General holds a weight far greater than its literal meaning. So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. And one day, they'll eventually catch up to you. The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Lawfu. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yao Qing, she has come specifically for you. Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's Claw strikes like lightning. Being late isn't her style.
That's not true, General Huayan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
As soon as she disembarked from the stars.
I heard that that dude is supposed to die. I don't know if that's actually true.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yao Qing, I assume.
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
Now this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead. What does she mean? Tell me, what could be more important to her than coming here?
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Jingyuan? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huaiyan. I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate to keep you waiting, so she sent us here. Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
Let's hope that happens then. In the meantime, outside of the Palace of Estrum.
Drat. I forgot to ask Yun Li to return my sword.
The freaking two things you can pick. I'll go get it back for you. No, I think it's obvious that he has to fight for it to get it back. I don't think you'll ever get your sword back.
Unacceptable. Every sword is precious to me. If it weren't for the General's interference, I would have taught that shameless girl a lesson in swordplay. By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the General seemed a little reserved. Could it be because of Elder Huaiyan's visit?
Reserved? Really?
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Juming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger from the Xianzhou Yao Qing must be the Merlin's Claw herself, I presume.
That's right.
Well, that's what makes this entire thing so unusual.
What's so unusual about it? They simply received an invitation from Jingyuan, just like the crew.
The war dance is just a small festival. And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. I'm afraid they're here for something more. Maybe they've come to hold Jingyuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Luofu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter Legion? Why would they blame the victim?
Don Shu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence remains, creating an endless source of potential complications.
The Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it indicate a traitorous intent from within the Luofu, implicating Jingyuan himself? Once the spark of suspicion is kindled, it proves hard to extinguish.
We can vouch for Jingyuan though.
The General must have had that in mind when he invited us to attend the war dance.
What was I thinking? Seriously, here I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable trip. But it seems wherever we go, drama is just around the corner.
Aw, I was so
That's the
excited.
life of a trailblazer.
Those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony. By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Juming diplomatic ship has arrived. And rumors say that she's to be the new Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
An alchemist from the Juming serving as the Cauldron Master on the Luofu? While it's not unheard of, the timing itself...
Thanks to your words, Mr. Dan Hung. Now I finally see the underlying tensions. The General is under tremendous pressure right now. I was completely oblivious to his troubles. How naive of me.
Come on, don't think like that. Leave the adult matters to the adults. Even if you wanted to do something for the General, it's not like you can do anything. Did I say something wrong?
Please, Marge, just keep quiet.
Marge is right. I don't have the skills to share the General's burdens at the moment. Still, I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've taken you to your accommodations, I need to go to the Artisanship Commission to handle the IPC's protest.
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just let him go alone. Why don't we accompany you to the Artisanship Commission?
Exactly.
This is too much trouble.
Nah, I'm pretty sure you're gonna need some help.
Dealing with the IPC's workers could be tricky.
It's not the first time we dealt with them.
For the Express.
No worries. We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IPC. You've heard of the 10 Stone Hearts? We've dealt with quite a few of them, right?
Brag all you want, but don't drag me into this.
Hey, who's bragging? Anyway, this time it'll just be a few ordinary IPC workers. Surely you don't think they'll be even trickier than adventuring, do you?
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness. Let's head to the Artisanship Commission and meet them.
Alrighty then. Where is it? I'm probably gonna have to use the map this time. Yes. Okay.
Can I really
The other way.
People? I think I get it now, in your words.
But I am trying. That toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Aurum Alley?
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle your unreasonable ways, but straight up snatching IPC cargo, isn't that going a bit too far?
Just as I've said it many times already. Once we've inspected the cargo and completed the security check, you can be on your way. Is there something wrong with your ears, or is it just your brain?
That's mean, but this is so true. Like, just shut the hell up and listen for once.
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. And my answer is crystal clear. Not a chance. Keep detaining my cargo and I'll file a complaint directly with your general.
But you realize that the general is also gonna work within the laws of the place you're at? Scott, what are you doing here?
Why do I keep running into you? Staying on the Cienjo, are you? What terrible luck. Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind.
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission?
I heard you're in trouble.
You're in trouble? No, it's me. I'm the one in trouble.
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. I was sent here to deal with the IPC protest in Ishikwe. What's going on here?
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin and rescued by the Juming's diplomatic ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed to bring it back to the dock for repairs and inspections. And this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
So, you're Scott. I've heard her mention you. Weren't you kicked off the Lafu before? Why did you come back?
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights showed up and snatched all our cargo from the hold.
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you 1,000,000 times. It's a security check.
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's obvious you're trying to steal the IPC's patented technology!
Listen here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items that could possibly be weapons in your cargo hold. That's why they called me here, to double check. Secondly, where the heck did you get the idea that I'm a shady craftsman?
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Law Food. We'll just fix the
Well,
ship
they can
until-
still be dangerous, little waffle, you moron.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can take off again. How can we just leave unchecked items sitting here?
I understand, but we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it's just a security check, right?
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery, but also some substance that resembles biological tissue.
Oh.
Biological tissue? Does this crate contain living things?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our regulations, we need to unseal one of the crates for further examination. This IPC specialist has been hindering us on the grounds of patent secrecy.
Like there's nothing IPC can do. They cannot just barge in and try to get the crates back. Just hold the freaking crate somewhere else and open it there. What's the problem?
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the cargo.
Oh, really? Fine. If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or biological. It's none of your business. I'm filing a complaint against the Skyfaring Commission's ridiculous regulations.
Then do it. It's gonna be overturned, moron.
Scott seems stubborn and difficult to persuade. Honestly, I really don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC.
Leave it to me. I'm an expert negotiator.
I heard how you helped Aramali. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Scott, right? Since you've dealt with him before, it looks like I'll have to rely on you again.
What are you guys whispering about over there? Just
They're not whispering.
cargo.
Alright, let's kick some ass of a freaking Kevin or a Karen, whatever. At the end of negotiation, if your morale is higher than or equal to your opponent's, it is considered a successful negotiation. Otherwise, it's a failure. Negotiation ends if either party's morale drops to 0. Negotiation choices will lead to different outcomes, which can either increase or decrease your morale. Okay. I guess I could try.
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent. Let's use that against him.
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4 of the Cienjo Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on each other's intellectual property rights.
Proposals from the legal
The Alliance can
perspective?
sign a
Yes.
non-disclosure agreement with you. That way you won't have to worry about any infringements, right?
We can sign a mutually acceptable non-disclosure agreement in accordance with the IPC's rules.
Well, that makes sense, but how can we trust you to honor the terms? Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild were
Thank you, Sar.
beyond your wildest imagination. If anything goes wrong, you won't be able to pay for it even with your lives.
Skyfaring Commission can pay compensation.
Exact amount, Mr. Scott. If there's any damage after the inspection, the Express... the Skyfaring Commission will compensate you.
The Skyfaring Commission. Yeah, they will compensate you, provided a detailed report of the damage is submitted.
I don't doubt the financial strength of the Skyfaring Commission. However, this is not just about money. Besides, cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
I mean, I can technically call in a member of Intelligentsia Guild.
I'm pretty
pretty tight with Dr. Ratio from the Intelligentsia Guild. Almost like family. Doesn't that make me practically a member of the Intelligentsia Guild too?
What's all this nonsense? Even if you were married to him, you still couldn't represent the Intelligentsia Guild. We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Cienjo operate, right? As an IPC worker, I have to abide by its regulations. If I make an exception and allow you to inspect the cargo, it'll spell disaster for me.
Well, the Cienjo people are just following their own rules.
Everyone has their own set of rules. Now that you're on their turf, shouldn't you follow their rules too?
Yeah, I get it. I know I'm on the Cienjo, but if I violate the IPC regulations, I'll be in deep trouble when I get back.
Haha. And that's your problem.
Sure know how to argue your case? Fine. I'll allow you to do the security inspection. It's just that I need some time to sort things out. This is a big deal. Let me talk to headquarters first.
So, Mr. Scott, are you just stalling for time and planning to leave the Cienjo as soon as your ship is repaired? To avoid the Skyfaring Commission's inspection?
Well, IPC staff are free to come and go, as long as they don't break any laws.
Yeah, you've got some insight there. Who are you again?
Allow me to introduce myself.
Oh, this is Linksha.
Cauldron Master and
She looks similar to someone else. Most likely to Sparkle.
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Cienjo Juming.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself. It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Wait a minute!
Oh, they're having some shady business going on.
More reasonable attitude. We could have sidestepped that altercation just now. Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo. According to the import and export regulations signed between the Cienjo and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires.
Oh, so she says like, we won't inspect that, but that means you're never gonna leave it. You're never gonna leave the port.
Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
Oh well.
Only 47 years?
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy.
You're just gonna stay here, Burbot.
A few more decades. Have some confidence in yourself.
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
Step aside, guys. Let them
just give up.
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right?
And apparently, so you don't even know yourself. if you're smart with anything. At least you've wised up for once.
Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman. Get on with the inspection. Don't act all chummy with me now that you've got your way.
What way to fight off a Karen? Find a Karen that is bigger than yourself.
This lady is really something else.
Is this the IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Turn it off.
Uh-oh. That's not good. When an ally is inflicted with Terror Grip, attacking the caster of Terror Grip can dispel Terror Grip. Wait, what Terror Grip ends? If the caster of Terror Grip is not attacked to dispel Terror Grip, then the affected ally will fall into the terrified state and be unable to perform actions. What?
Whoa, how unexpected. That was a surprise.
Oh, really? Because I was totally expecting that.
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
Stay in step. Let's improvise.
Okay.
Great teamwork.
Since humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens.
It shouldn't be too hard, but it has a lot of health. Uh-oh.
Take your positions. Dreams do come true. The mood is set to let the show begin.
Okay, I wonder if, what's this called? What is he called? I forgot the name. Lynx. If he can dispel that. Okay, I'm gonna have to keep that. Did not work, but oh well.
Until everything burns to ashes!
Okay, that worked.
Since humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Aha! Okay, almost at the break.
You won't get away.
Oh crap.
I will claim fight.
Okay.
I have something for you.
Let's improvise.
I'm gonna have to. Okay. Dispelled now.
I think something bit me.
No, you got scratched, in fact. But oh well. Okay, I gotta keep an eye on the skill points.
The mood is set. Let the show begin. Stay in step. Dreams do come true.
And let's heal.
Great teamwork.
Alright.
Since humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Still going.
Until everything burns to ashes!
I have something.
Not yet.
I think something
Take your position.
Still not yet. That should do it. Oh yeah. Probably a cutscene is about to happen.
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
You had no idea about it, and yet you were You were so pissed about any potential freaking, what's the word? Patents? Yeah, patents for it.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
That is true.
I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Amber Lord.
Enough. Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guests to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
Someone's in trouble.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection.
I'm not a man, what the fuck?
Hidden biological
Sorry for
tissues
swearing.
inside, just like the craftsman feared. I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
Why do you say that?
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're trying to create a new weapon?
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borison attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's the safest place on the Wafu. As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation to the judge.
After a while, everyone disperses and goes their own way.
I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble.
And then they did not go their own way. They're still here.
Thanks for your help, Miss Lingsha.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. Taking down that big guy. I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yenching to be so...
Cute.
Can't argue with that. As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Lafu from that crisis. It's so impressive.
It wasn't a big deal. Really.
It's still early. So why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
And you three are coming too, right?
Well, why not? Link to the Alchemy Commission meeting. Where is it? Well, I do have to go there, obviously. I do want to go there. This was making sure where exactly that is. Okay.
I'm here to pay my respects.
All these years, and the view at the Alchemy Commission hasn't changed a bit. The tides come and go, but the ancient sea remains the same. For us Vidyadhara, there's nothing more
Vidyadhara, and I thought it was Vidyadhara.
You're a Lofu native, Miss Lingsha?
Yes, I grew up here, listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers at the Alchemy Commission. It's kind of sad, isn't it? Everything changes, but somehow remains familiar. Just like you, Don Hung, I traveled far from home, and now I've returned. Seeing the familiar scenery brings back a hint of nostalgia.
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the ambrosial arbor has been reborn, it's only natural for everyone to feel uneasy.
Well, once a seed is planted, no matter how long it takes, it'll eventually sprout and bear fruit, in my humble opinion. The rebirth of the ambrosial arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The seed was already planted when the ancestors of the Xianzhou sought immortality.
But why such a serious topic all of a sudden?
My bad. Well, since you went through the entire Ambrosial Arbor crisis firsthand, Dan Heng and Lieutenant Yan Qing, I'd like to discuss something with you.
What would you like to discuss, Miss Linksha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission. Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible. I'm looking to remedy this problem, but was wondering if you could provide any insights.
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here. I can't really say much about a remedy, but I do have a piece of advice, Miss Linksha. The Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you cannot distance yourself from these ties, Miss Linksha, changing the situation within the Alchemy Commission may be quite challenging.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years. If you're determined to root them out, maybe you should discuss it with the General.
I see. Thank you for your valuable insights. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the Ambrosial Arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire to prolong their existence. Just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but are unable to calm the hearts and minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission. Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the Arbor to the Vidyadhara. However, the Vidyadhara are still only mortal beings. 30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse the source of the disturbance. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. In the end, she was framed and exiled to the Juming. I was also implicated and had to leave the Luofu. And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence? None other than General Jing Yuan himself.
What?
Oh.
You heard it right. The ones responsible
It's
for the
not good.
corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but even the Divine Foresight himself. Alas, why is your face turning pale, Yanqing? Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding personal grudges is a luxury we can't afford.
Lingsha, you're back! Ugh, I've been waiting ages for you.
Is it Yunli? Well, it looks like Yunli.
Yunli! Why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission? Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to Yanqing.
What a small world. You stole my sword. Give it back.
I see. Let's skip the introduction part then.
That won't be necessary. The introduction thing.
Are you stalking me or something? Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without...
I wish sometimes the voices were louder. They're kind of quiet comparing that to the music at least. But I was checking and they're as loud as you can make them. So that's kind of annoying.
Used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted. You hesitate when you should strike, and you struggle to stay calm when your sword is unsheathed.
You talked to the sword. Do you need some help?
Now that I see you again, I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword. It was you who lost focus.
You really?
Yeah, but the sword cannot just move by itself and like get into your hand on its own.
Guess from the Juming, but you're not taking the hint. Don't people from the Juming know you're supposed to return what you've borrowed?
Just look at this flying sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it'd just be taken away again in a few hours. You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. Yes? Well, sure, I can give it back to you now, but on the battlefield, that's a whole different story. Flying sword.
Okay, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. It's a flying sword! It's meant to be thrown and fly! Are you stupid?
Because I'll take it back myself.
Oh, to be hung at the whim of impulse.
Between these two, who do you think is tougher? Don't get me wrong, I'm just curious.
Get ready to separate them.
It is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I imagine celebrating.
Oops.
Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here. I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your swords, you'd be disappointed if you didn't get to test one another, right? I've received reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with abominations. Seems like my predecessors left quite a mess. So, if you two want to determine who's better, why not focus on them instead of each other? Clearing out some abominations? Sounds boring.
Wasn't that what you did though? Saving Yangqing?
It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations. You don't have to ask me twice, Miss Lingsha. I'll help you get rid of them.
Oh, you think you're the only one who knows how to behave? If Lingsha needs anything, I'll gladly draw my sword and help her out.
You're not supposed to help her, you're supposed to help the goddamn country.
It's so heartwarming to see both of you being so sweet and caring. So then, shall we get going?
Yeah, let's go, whatever.
Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were eradicated, their experimental abominations have been festering here. If you want a contest, I'll be the referee. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins. Lingsha, as always, you're still an expert in making unpaid work sound so noble and grand. It's for your own good, little Yunli. While you desire to compete against each other, I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So, are you both ready?
Watch Yangqing duel Yunli, so I don't get to even test my own skills? What's the point?
Looks like my predecessors left quite a mess.
You just said that.
Let me say it again. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins. Be careful when you draw your swords, and make sure you don't hurt each other. Can we start now, Lingsha?
Alright then. Oh, I have to use him. Okay. When Yunli takes action, she will use attacks to defeat the enemy first. Okay. Wait, who got replaced? Angel got replaced, okay. That is fine, I guess.
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
You won't get away.
Okay. I'm still not good enough though.
I didn't expect someone who can't even hold on to a sword to actually have some skill.
Oh, I'm gonna destroy you, girl. Don't you even worry about that. Oh, I hate this one. Okay, you're the most annoying, I think.
You won't get away.
Perhaps you still humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Yeah, I don't think there is any rounds, the limit of rounds. I think I just have to like fight all of them. But all of the enemies, but I don't know how many of them there is. Yeah, I'm kind of on the front at the moment, so we'll see.
Time for an overhaul.
Okay.
You won't get away.
That's it.
I think something bit me.
Time for sword play. Strike apart.
Yeah. He's quicker than you, bish. God damn it.
Gotta stop the bleeding.
Stand in position.
You are most annoying here.
Until everything burns to ashes.
Okay, to not waste the points, because I would have the ultimate anyway.
You won't get away.
All right.
I will claim big fight to live.
Whoopsie daisy.
Time for sword play.
Yeah, it's not gonna do much. I'm not gonna kill anyone else until she gets her turn. So I guess I'm just gonna do whatever. Because I feel like she's gonna kill these three anyway. Yeah, just as I expected. I have to make up for it somehow. No.
Attack detected. Set to the sea, so blade.
Oh, Mommy Himiko is always a good mommy.
Must oblige.
Okay.
You won't get away. A one-time enemy.
Join the battle. Detonate.
Not good enough, but at least there is a break.
Attack detected.
Let's see if I'll be able to do an ultimate. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Well, this one at least, but yeah.
Swords descend. You won't get away.
No.
You've got style with those moves, but you're not striking where it counts.
Oh, really?
See you misuse your sword like that.
Because I have a feeling I'm just gonna win with you.
I win, Miss Yunli.
Haha! That's what you get.
You got lucky. Why don't you just give me back my sword, sincerely apologize, and then go cry your eyes out to your grandpa? Consider yourself lucky that I'm not interested in your rusty sword, as I don't have the nasty habit of snatching other people's weapons.
All you did was chop down a few monsters. Don't get carried away with yourself.
But you literally did the same and you got carried away yourself. What do you mean?
Try.
Hmm. She seems too good, to be honest. Oh, enough of the fight, I guess.
Well fought, my young friends. However, both of
Nimble
you
foxing lady.
One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets with a single strike.
Okay, she might not be big here, but I think I like her.
Who are you? Me? I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission. A passerby, if you will. I thought I'd see my fill of impressive fights during the war.
She also has a similar voice, known voice.
A remarkable fight at the Alchemy Commission.
A familiar voice, that's the correct word.
Well, the lawful is never short of surprises. However, I have a small suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the war dances ring? That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper duel and put your grudges behind you.
Grudges? No, not at all. Yunli and I, we were just sparring.
Sparring? You summoned your flying swords and she swung her sword with full strength. No grudges between you. I don't believe it.
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Feixiao? Have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady?
Feixiao? Grandpa always talks about you. Could it be that you're the Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou Luofu, too.
Of course.
Interesting.
General, known to all and unbeknown to none.
Great General. Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it. Ooh, I heard there's a dozing general on the Luofu, so I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals.
To get to him, she's so cute too.
Sounds much better, right?
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive. Now that the sparring session is over, Yanqing and Yunli, shouldn't you politely thank General Feixiao for her guidance and bury the hatchet?
Here's your sword. Keep it safe. Or it might get taken away again. By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair and square next time we fight.
This is how she apologizes? Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my leave, General Feixiao. Oh, by the way, Miss Linksha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat with General Jing Yuan. I think there's more to those personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
Thanks
All
for
right.
sitting in, General Feixiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for the healer lady's consultation?
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a spot and get some fresh air.
Alrighty then. Foxy Mommy incoming. I'm already getting some ideas.
Back already? You've met with Jing Yuan and wandered around for a few hours. So, what do you think?
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Luofu is prospering after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
But... I know you're going to say but, right?
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors. One wrong move, and the Luofu could be in a world of chaos.
And what are you smiling about?
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant. So at the very least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters, I'm unable to say.
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Just stop whining. At least you're in one piece, right? Before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what people are saying, and how those close to him behave.
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective momentum. Recognizing this fact reveals the true measure of power. Thanks for enlightening me, General.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You've made me lose where I was now. Anyway, this is how I operate in battle, so you might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jing Yuan as your enemy?
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Luofu. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
So not even the famed healer lady could help? Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
Well, life and death, Jiao Chou. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou spearhead, hunting down the abominations of abundance till the end of my days. As long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care how long I live. You asked if I view General Jing Yuan as my enemy. My real enemy has always been myself.
So what's the problem then?
Some tasty food. So, what's for dinner tonight?
Jeez. You really know how to read the room, don't you?
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for quite a long time.
Meanwhile, Yingxin and Angel return to the Exalting Sanctum.
Was that the Yaoqing general who just dropped in out of nowhere? Oh, she's so awesome. I mean, when Yun Li swung that massive sword, she just casually blocked her attack with ease.
Mine too.
Yeah. But to go up against Yun Li is quite impressive, you know? That aura of heroism and grace. It almost makes me want to learn Xianzhou swordplay. You think so too, right?
That general is totally something else.
I agree. General Fei Xiao is indeed impressive.
I was actually hoping you'd give Yanqing some praise.
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. The war dance is coming up, and I've been chosen to represent the Cloud Knights in the ceremony. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled sword masters out there, seeing General Fei Xiao's skills today has made me feel a bit uneasy again.
Don't underestimate yourself. After all, generals won't fight in the ring during the war dance. Just remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life and death aside. With that mindset, you can prevail against most challengers.
I see. Thanks for the advice, Master Dan Heng. By the way, now that today's events are over, General Jing Yuan wants to invite all of you to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He has something important to discuss.
Something important?
That it's about out how to deal with the generals from the Yao Qing and the Ju Ming.
Really don't want to get caught up in grown-up games so soon. I just hope Generals Fei Xiao and Hua Yan can see the truth. We don't need any more chaos on the Luofu before the war dance.
Alrighty then. Let's see what is happening.
I don't believe in ghosts.
Wei. Okay, I thought it was Wu Wei. That'd be like someone related to, I don't know, Wu Wa, Withering Waves. Okay, it should be here.
What is your purpose for entering?
Blah 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 blah. I just want to get inside. I'm trying to open this with just one hand. I can't. Okay. Oh, they're still there.
Earlier at the Palace of Astral, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder Wyatt. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to officially introduce them to you. These three braved great dangers, accompanying me to perilous places, defeating the chief culprit Vantilia, and uncovering the conspiracies of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. If you wish to know more, please, feel free to ask us.
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner Hu Xuan. She's been summoned to the Yuchue for questioning. There are a lot of doubts within the Alliance about this whole situation. But despite all that, I believe in you. Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, Marshall still stood firm against the dissenting voices and entrusted the Luofu to you. Over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty and wisdom. You've taken down abominations.
Just checking some messages on my phone in the meantime. Not much is happening at the moment, sadly.
Denizens of abundance. I still remember those battles vividly.
I wish there was more game in this game.
There are fools who doubt your loyalty. They're happy to see the divine foresight fail because it gives them some kind of sick satisfaction. They haven't achieved anything of their own, so they feed off the failures of others. But I've seen enough failures in my time, and I want to believe that your loyalty has never wavered.
So, General Fei Xiao of the Yao Qing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis on behalf of the Alliance?
No. I am too.
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
The Marshal ordered me to come to the Xianzhou Luofu, but the document only says, attend the war dance and listen to Fei Xiao's questioning.
Yeah, I have a feeling she might have to overdo that. She might be overdoing that.
And understands the situation. She mentioned it because she believes both issues are important.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder Wyatt. But is it appropriate to tell everyone here about the Marshal's orders?
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Fei Xiao's? Whether there's any discord between us? Well, since I'm being open and honest with you, I encourage you young folk to do the same. As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. General Fei Xiao will be the one asking the questions. To be honest, I'm more concerned about the timely start of the war dance. Oh, by the way, I've prepared a gift for the war dance.
What is it? Is it something good? Admired a sword. Seems quite long for a sword.
Yes, it's this case right here.
This case gleams with muted luster, crafted from a material neither wood nor metal. Its surface is masterfully woven with metallic threads outlining an intricate pattern of lotus flowers.
There will be numerous contests and celebrations during the war dance. The main event will be the Ringmaster's Challenge. The host will dispatch a skilled warrior to take on challengers from all over the cosmos, showcasing the excellent martial arts of the Xianzhou Lawfu. When you mentioned that the Astral Express would be attending the ceremony, I thought the High Elder of the Lawfu would be the Ringmaster.
You humor me, Elder Huai. The healer lady is just a young lady who knows nothing about martial arts. How can I assign her as the Ringmaster?
I'm no match to you when it comes to joking.
What's this box for? Why don't you open it, General Huayan?
This sword case is intended for the War Dance's award. It's empty now, but in a few days, a precious sword will be delivered and stored inside.
Isn't a sword supposed to be stored in a case in the first place? Because it's supposed to keep the sword safe and not let it break or something. Thus pointless to have the case separately.
I don't mean to boast about our skills, but this sword represents the pinnacle of the Ju-Ming's craftsmanship. It has a legendary history, full of heroic tales from foreign lands, tales that are too detailed to be summarized in just a few words. Since the delegation delivering the sword hasn't arrived yet, I'll just leave the case here for now. I've been wondering who would be worthy of such a sword. And then it hit me. I can award it to
March
the champion
7th
of
is
the
gonna get that
Ringmaster's
sword, isn't she?
Ceremony's champion is sure to be a perfect match for the sword. Moreover, I hear that Yan Qing is an excellent swordmaster, and that he will be representing the Lawfu as the Ringmaster. So it seems like a perfect gift for him.
Thank you for your generosity, Elder Huai.
If you want to give me a sword, just say the word, Grandpa. No need to beat around the bush.
You've got confidence, my girl, but I don't think you can best Yan Qing.
Ooh, destroyed.
All about swords, Miss Yunli. It's just a shame that it's the sword that ultimately chooses its rightful master.
Yeah, and even if someone gets their hands on such a precious sword, it'll probably end up in someone else's.
The outcome of our duel at the Alchemy Commission is still up in the air. Since you're interested, why don't you represent the Xianzhou Juming and challenge me in the ring?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Nobody knows who's gonna come out on top. It could be me, could be someone else. It'll probably be me. But whatever happens, it won't be him.
Looks like Fei Xiao was right.
Not to be rude or anything. We've been watching their drama. I'm dying to find out who it's who.
Quiet down. We have other guests here. I've prepared this sword to add some excitement to the ceremony, not to have you two squabble. It's not a good look for the Alliance. While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need to remember there can only be one winner and one loser in the ring, which could lead to hard feelings. Actually, I have an idea. We don't know who the winner
what is it?
will be, and it might not be either of you. But if you're eyeing that prize, you'll need to work together. I want you to take on an apprentice who will take part in the war dance and win at least one match.
Yeah, that's where Marsh steps in.
That makes sense.
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, it's even more so to pass on your skills and spread the way of swordplay. I'd be greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the Express in the war dance by displaying their Cloud Knight flair and prowess.
Well, Elder Huai's
Interesting.
idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork. and both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless of the outcome. The question is, whom should the two of them take as an apprentice?
Huh? Who? Wait, me?
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested in the outcome of your sword fight. So I thought, why not teach her the art of swordplay?
Oh, wait. Are you serious, General? Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden? I've never practiced swordplay before. I'm a total newbie. You really think I can learn it? Well, you'll probably realize I have no hope and give up on me. And that'd be so embarrassing.
Just accept your fate, March.
Perfect chance for you? I remember you mentioning that you wanted to learn some sword moves.
Yeah, I did say that. But this is all happening so quickly, don't you think?
Miss March is like a piece of jade in the rough, just waiting to be shaped. The war dance is the perfect opportunity to see what heights she can reach.
I appreciate your kind words, General YN. But won't teaching me swordplay be a waste of Yanqing and Yunli's time? They should be preparing for the ceremony. Plus, I heard that each swordmaster has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while teaching me? If everyone knows each other's tactics, won't that make it hard to catch people off guard during the war dance?
That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training before you can even start learning special moves. No need to freak out. A few Juming swordplay tricks will mean you'll be more than equipped.
Really?
Looks like March's curiosity has been piqued.
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating your opponent in just one move? How boring would that be? Plus, what really decides the swordsman's fate isn't some special move. It's the solid fundamentals.
Get all of my drops from Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, you can get Twitch drops for Honkai Star Rail. And I just get mine. All of mine, because you would have to watch for up to 2 hours to get all of them.
So Miss Yunli has already agreed. What do you say, Yanqing?
General, I haven't graduated yet. How can I be qualified to teach swordplay to others?
So you're admitting your defeat, huh? If you're not even confident to teach, why don't you let me be the ringmaster instead?
Yanqing, teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insights. You've been an apprentice for years. It's about time you looked at swordplay from another perspective.
I see, General. Then count me in.
Now that Yanqing has agreed too, it all comes down to Miss March giving her nod.
It's up to you to make the final decision, March.
It's all up to you. What? It's literally the same. Time for you to become the best sword master on the Express.
I won't have to worry about you accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
Hey, I've never missed my target. Then I'm on board. Thank you for your kindness, General YN.
Great. Starting tomorrow, Yanqing and Yunli will teach you the basics of the Cloud Knight's swordplay. Yunli and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it as a little initiation gift.
Nice.
Kind. Oh, wait, you're giving me a gift? Shouldn't it be the other way around?
YN smiling silently, soon depart seat of divine foresight with Yunli.
General YN's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about what we talked about?
Hmm?
I think we strayed off topic. How did things even get to this point?
Yeah, I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss. But how in the world did Yunli and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay mentors?
Because General Huaiyan wants us to stick around on the Lo Fu for some time.
But aren't we here to attend the ceremony anyway?
But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Lawfu's operations log were given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as to report claims, or if we're just some made-up excuse to save face, and he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yun Li into this. What began as a simple contest between two sword masters has now evolved into you two collaborating to mentor March.
Elder Huayan is still that tricky general who likes to give everyone a headache.
That's okay, Adam Toledo. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everyone is here, really.
My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to act as my witnesses. I apologize for not disclosing this information earlier. In the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Xiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have. So please, be prepared for the meeting.
Be prepared. Okay, no worries. Answering a few questions is no big deal.
Don't worry, General. No matter what happens, I'm prepared to stay here as the Express's witness and answer any questions.
Thank you, everyone.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but as the Lawfu Ringmaster, I won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
I know.
Good boy. I'm just kidding. In Aurum Alley, Fei Xiao meets with her. Can you stop making them so quick?
And for so long, too. It's quite an honor. It's been a while, General Fei Xiao.
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other. Right, Yukong?
Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights, and I was a pilot of the Law Fu's Rainbow Orbit fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying? It really does feel like a lifetime ago. Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day. So I'm well aware of your great feats. How's your health holding up?
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who saved me in battle?
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament. What was his name again?
Pichu.
Pichu. Or Kachio?
Jiao Cho. He's been my retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission from the Xianzhou Yao Qing. Over the years, he's dedicated himself to managing my condition. It's thanks to him that I'm still in good health today. Given my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound. Well then, since you and Elder Huayan are here, I imagine you must have received orders from the Marshal? As your friend, may I ask how the Alliance intends to punish the General of the Lawfu?
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. They fear the resurgence of abominations, much like what happened 30 years ago. Although the reports from the Lawfu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded, or how exactly the Stellaron Hunters and the Astral Express became involved. This puzzle has many missing pieces. As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, she has brought along an Outworlder and a coffin, claiming to offer the Marshal a method to fight against the Eons. The Lawfu Preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibiter Lunae to re-enter the Lawfu, thereby unlocking the lunarescent depths within Scale Gorge waterscape, which in turn disrupted the Vidyadhara's dutiful watch over the Ambrosial Arbor. It is for these reasons that I have come here to the Lawfu today. Well, duty calls. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person. But since we once fought together, I didn't want to keep you in the dark. Perhaps pretending you didn't hear any of this would be for the best.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I know I shouldn't be defending General Jing Yuan right now, but... well, you know how I am. The Law Fu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Imbibiter Lunae, much of which can be attributed to General Jing Yuan's masterful strategizing. Unfortunately, for a long-life species, enduring through the ages always culminates in a failure that undoes all previous achievements. A moment that our adversaries relish.
That's true. And that's why I'm also here for another purpose. To visit Hule.
Hule? You mean that?
Hmm?
The Boris and Warhead? The same Hule who has been imprisoned in the shackling prison for over 7 centuries?
The nemesis of the Foxians who will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned until the end of the cosmos. I can't quite remember the exact wording, but yes, the very same Hule.
Usually, only emissaries from the Xianzhou Yaoqing sky
What for, though?
visit him once every century. Why do you have to visit him now, of all times?
The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abominations, aiming to achieve justice and free their kin. That werewolf monster is to be forever imprisoned in the dark recesses of the shackling prison, facing unending retribution. Given the situation on the Law Fu, those on the Yaoqing are concerned about Hule's imprisonment. I'm afraid that the routine visit every century is no longer sufficient to ease their concerns. That's why I was sent here, to reassure them.
It's all bad news.
Well, not everything. There might be a silver lining. Oh, by the way, I found some clues about the thing you asked for.
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned
Hmm.
and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship. Unfortunately, there were no survivors and no cargo. However, someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
Our people? Or someone from the IPC?
No, neither. Yukong, have you heard of a person named Ron May?
Hmm? What does she have to do with this? After a day of running around, you finally arrived at the Petric Core Inn for a well-deserved rest. This night, your restlessness from meeting the general in bustling crowd before the war dance keeps you from falling asleep. Oh, come on. Day 2. Out of how many?
I'm still feeling sleepy. Did I oversleep? Where did March and Don Hung go?
How could you oversleep if you barely had any sleep whatsoever? That's not how it works.
There you are.
Why are you here too, Yanqing?
You haven't forgotten about our promise to General Huayan, have you? I woke up especially early so I can start teaching Miss March swordplay.
Hey, why are you blushing, Master Yanqing?
This is, the first time someone has called me Master. I need to, get used to it.
Oh, it feels good, doesn't it? I like when someone calls me mistress too.
It's not a casual game you can master overnight. I promised General Huayan that I'd teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least one opponent. I'll do my best, but if you break your master's rules...
Marge is always such a good girl.
Promise is a promise. Since I promised to study hard, I'll do my best starting today.
Great! That's the spirit.
March is in your hands now, Yanqing. Don't be too easy on her.
Don Hung, do you even have a heart? Did you lose it somewhere?
Why are you looking at me? Don Hung is here.
By the way, where's Yun Li?
I've found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astrum for our first lesson together.
Alright, March 7th waits to you. Stop making them disappear so quickly! Okay, March 7th POV.
day, and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Lawfu so laid back? So disappointing. Master Yun Li, you're already here. Sorry.
There should be a comma.
Oh, wait. Were you trying to teach her in secret? That's sneaky.
I'm just showing you what Lawfu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally escort their apprentice to the place of learning. As the host, I'll be teaching Miss March the essence of Lawfu swordplay, after which she'll emerge victorious in the war dance ring. You won't be complaining about Lawfu swordplay then.
Stand aside, rookie. Let me show you how we Ju-Ming sword masters treat their apprentices. Quickly, over here, Miss March. This is a reverse mentorship gift from me to you. I hope you put it to good
Is that a shirt? How am I supposed to use a shirt to good use? Put a shirt to good use.
Xianzhou clothing? It's so beautiful. Sword practice requires precise movements.
Hello, Crypto.
It's tailored to fit perfectly and allows for smooth movements. I even added some small accessories. I put a lot of thought into it.
Hello, demigod. I'm okay, just enjoying the game, although I wish there was more of the game in itself, because there is a lot of, like, story stuff somehow. No, I'm a girl, actually, and I'm 23.
See? How can you compete with me?
What do you mean, how are your kids? I don't have kids. And I'm not gonna have... I don't even know if I can have kids. I don't think I can have them biologically.
Actually, I've prepared something too.
Huh? You have a gift for me too, Master Yanqing?
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons.
Why? Why? Because I'm trans. I'm taking hormones and they made me kinda... what's the word? Infertile.
Unfortunately, I didn't have time to ask the craftsman if
Yeah, I'm trans.
but I did my best to choose ones that look nice and are suitable for a beginner. I hope you like them, Miss March.
What are you doing, Crypto?
Thank you, Master Yanqing.
You clap for me. Clap with what? Down surgery. No, I didn't do any surgery yet. I don't think I'm gonna do any. I'm fine with my body. Clap with what? My hands? Okay. Clap. I don't know what that is for, but a clap. There you go. My butt isn't big enough to clap like that.
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Yun Li?
Yeah. My partners are not complaining, in fact, when it comes to that part of my body.
The real competition.
Body count 0. I'm still a virgin. I do have partners, like partners I love, people I love, and I'm wishing to increase my body count with them, I guess. But there's still some time before that, sadly.
I'm so lucky to have two great masters. But why does it feel like things are getting a bit weird?
Ah, there she is.
Masters, does this outfit suit me?
I think she looks quite cute in that.
Perfect. I chose it carefully. It's perfect for beautiful young swordswomen like you and me.
Alright, let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I've brought in. For your first lesson, try exchanging a couple of moves with him.
Wait. We're having actual combat training for the first lesson? Isn't that a bit too intense? Well, I heard you have some...
Well, even I think that, and in the way I learn, I prefer to learn and practice. No, not just theoretical stuff. Yeah. LGBTQ people on the rise. I mean, yeah, people of any gender, identity, sexuality, race, etc. can feel safe here. Outfit check. I cannot show much because I technically don't have pants on. I do have I do have what do I have? Sweatpants on, and they're pink, and I cannot show that because I'm not wearing pants for the sake of being comfortable. But I have a Darling in the Franxx t-shirt. I would have to stand up to show all of it, but it has some shots from the anime. But yeah. You don't have to support LGBTQ people as long as you're, well, neutral about their existence, I guess. That's okay.
If you're ready, let's begin.
I wonder how much they paid him to just stand there and get knocked out with a sword. An autumnal shine of wordplay. Okay.
Are you ready?
Well, I guess so.
I'm ready, but please go easy on me.
Then I apologize in advance, Miss Martin.
Oh, she's gonna get her ass beaten. Why don't you use your skill first? Support. I don't want support. I don't use support. Have some tea.
Wafu's swordplay is all about being swift.
Shifu's attacks can accumulate charge for March 7th and make her realize powerful abilities. What? Okay, so I guess it's stacking for her.
Ignore him. Strength is like this.
Okay. I don't know why she's doing it like backwards, but by the way she's holding one of the swords, it looks like a freaking scorpion or something. Like the scorpion from Mortal Kombat held one of the hands up high, like the tail.
Yes, you. Time for swordplay. I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Okay, I want to... Huh? What was that? Oh yeah, because the thing is stacked, so is that a follow-up? Okay, so this works in a similar manner to the Angel with that version. I forget what it's called, but the same symbol. The original one with a freaking baseball bat.
Yes, you. Right on time. Time for swordplay.
Okay, I want to... Okay, now it stacks. Okay, let's use this first, and I want to use the skill point again, see how it's gonna work with the support once more. Just do the support to him. Become Shifu. So that's it? They just get the status? She's thinking about what stuff she can do. Oh, she... Oh no, did you see that freaking shot with her... with her almost doing a freaking Ahegao face? Oh no. But it looks like... It seems like she likes some boba. I like some booba, but that's okay. This one. But yeah, by the way Yunli is playing now, I might consider getting her with a warp. I think it wouldn't be that bad, especially since I don't really have many characters I could use with this symbol. I forgot what it is. Physicality? No, I don't think it's that. But yeah, this gray one. I don't have any characters with that symbol, so I'm gonna have to get her anyway.
Miss March has quick hands and a flexible body. She's a perfect fit for practicing lawful swordplay.
No, really?
She lacks strength, and her strikes were a bit unfocused. But don't worry, it's totally normal for beginners. Once she starts practicing Juming swordplay, she'll make heaps of progress.
Given the situation, I believe Miss March should start by working on her strength.
Oh.
Seriously, do you actually know anything about swordplay, or what?
I could ask you the same thing. Dual swords require agility. So what's more important than footwork?
Instead of focusing on her strengths, we should address her weaknesses.
You could technically focus on both, like, you know, thrusting with a sword, but at the same time keeping your feet steady. Like, that goes both ways at the same time. You have to focus on both of these things.
Sword masters know how to play to their strengths and work on their weaknesses. Start with what you're good at, then tackle your weaknesses. That's the right way to learn.
You're quite the theorist, huh?
Theorist? You claim to be able to talk to swords. So what does that make you? A lunatic?
Hey, it's only my first lesson, and you're already arguing. Come on, calm down, masters. I'll have to improve both my footwork and strength anyway, so it doesn't matter which one comes first.
But it does matter. Just March 7th.
Aww.
Thus begins the journey of March 7th sword training. Oh well. Oh, I have her unlocked already? Interesting. Okay, she's yeah, she's on the hunt. That's the correct one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stack her up with stuff. Yeah, this is gonna take a while because I'm gonna try to like level her up and everything possible in this. Oh, come on. Okay. No. Wait, relics. Wait, she needs separate relics? Oh my god, and traces. Let me try again. Yes, preservation, blah blah blah. Am I really gonna have to find new relics for her? When I was using her, that didn't happen. Why though? Why? I need to get more relics again. What do you mean cannot view detailed info? Get me back to her! I want to level her up. Okay, this is clearly broken. Unless it's because of the story version of her. Time marches on and days turn to more.
Dear Himeko, Mr. Yang, and Pom Pom, we're all good here on the Xianzhou Law Fu, so no need to worry. By the way,
she's like pounding over here. Actually, is she eating some? I think she's eating. Oh god, what is it called? Tanguli.
As for me, I've somehow become the apprentice to 2 Cloud Knight sword masters, and I've been honing my sword skills with their guidance. One of them is Yanqing, the boy we've all met before. The other is Yun Li, the granddaughter of General Hua Yan from the Xianzhou Juming.
You were clicking on the story march, not your march. Oh yeah, because I didn't have her equipped in my thing. Yeah, I didn't have her equipped in my character, so I was clicking the wrong one. Because she's like further into the roster because she's not a 5-star character.
Masters are super strict, giving me a real taste of how hard sword training can be. I tried to drag her into this, but she refused. Then I tried to rope Dan Heng in, but Master Yanqing wouldn't have it. Still, I didn't let the difficulty get to me. In just a few weeks, my sword skills have improved a lot. Both my masters think I have unique talents in swordplay, and are literally fighting each other to teach me their skills. Thanks to their guidance, I've actually made some progress. When I get back to the Express, I'll definitely show off my skills and impress you all. Looking forward to your reply. Yours, March 7th.
Days and nights fly by in the Delve as the War Dance Fest approaches. Under the strict supervision of her two masters, March 7th trains tirelessly, almost developing tennis elbows. And that day after the sword training.
Well done. Let's call it a day. Miss March's sword skills are really coming along. She'll hold her own just fine in the war dance.
Maybe I have a chance of defeating my masters.
I might have a shot at beating both masters in the ring.
Oh, get real. You've only been practicing for a short while. How could that possibly happen? With your talent, Miss March, if you dedicate a few more decades to training, you might eventually be able to defeat Yun Li.
Decades? But I'll be an old lady by then. No.
Can you believe it? March 7th has actually become a pretty decent swordmaster in such a short time. Now I understand why Grandpa always had a grin on his face while training me. Are you sure he wasn't laughing at you? Oh, shut up.
It's all thanks to your amazing guidance, masters.
Miss March, you're really getting the hang of wielding dual swords. If you're keen on advancing, trying out different Xianzhou blades can improve your touch.
Oh, let me see. Which sword is the most powerful? Single sword? Great sword? Or maybe a flying sword?
There's no such thing as the most powerful sword. It's all about the skill of the sword master. Yanqing wields several flying swords, while I only wield one. But remember how I kicked his butt at the Alchemy Commission? First, you didn't kick my butt. Second, you'll never kick my butt. Third, how about we settle this right now and see who kicks whose butt?
Someone's getting angry.
And if I kick your butt, you'll drop out of the war dance.
She's like, Nani?
Why are you two arguing again? I thought things had been improving between you lately.
There was talk that the leading disciples of the Law Fu and Juming generals were supposed to face off in the war dance, but for some reason, they suddenly teamed up to train an apprentice of their own. Turns out, the rumors are true.
What are you doing here?
Tomorrow is the big day of the war dance. Shouldn't you two be focusing on honing your skills instead of teaching swordplay here?
You're... Oh, that's right. You're the pink-haired fox from the Yaoqing.
Pink-haired? Okay, no, this is pink. This is, I don't know, blonde?
This is Mr. Jiaoqiu, the healer working for the general of the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
Ah, got it. So, you're the participant attending the war dance on behalf of the Yaoqing. And you were trying to sneak a peek at our training?
Sorry for the misunderstanding. I don't know anything about martial arts. I'm just here on the general's orders to take care of some official business. I didn't mean to interrupt your training. I'll be on my way.
If you knew nothing about martial arts, why were you smirking earlier?
Well, my curiosity got the better of me, I
Big
suppose.
sus.
When I heard Miss March's pondering about what to learn, couldn't help but wander over. From my professional experience, cleavers, slicers, chopping knives, and carving knives are all just tools. Kind of like frying, sautéing, boiling, and deep frying in cooking. They're just ways for people to show off their skills. How you use them really depends on the ingredients you're working with. It's like your sword teaching methods. If you align your ingredient, in other words, your apprentice's natural tendencies, with the right cooking method, by which I mean the teaching method that best suits her, she'll make double the progress in half the time. For example, golden eggplant tastes best when fried, cloud peppers when stir-fried, and yellow boulder beef when simmered. It's all about discovering the nature of the ingredients. I mean, apprentice.
I'm getting hungry, I'm getting hungry, I'm getting hungry.
All this talk about food is making
They're gonna be cooking.
Aren't you a healer? Why are you talking about food?
Well, it's just a metaphor. The medicinal school I follow on the Xianzhou Yaoqing is called the Rancha School. It specializes in food therapy. So it's only natural that I know a thing or two about cooking.
So, you're the general's cook?
I'm a healer. But anyway, a cook who isn't interested in health doesn't make for a good advisor.
So that's why he has the chopsticks in his hair.
Call me a cook if you want. Seeing the way you're looking at me, it's obvious you think I'm just some feeble academic who likes to blabber on about martial arts. But in reality, I know a thing or two about killing. After all, the art of healing inherently encompasses both life and death.
Why suddenly getting all serious with kids?
Why is this guy suddenly getting all serious with kids?
Do you recognize this bottle of medicine in my hand?
No.
This is called tumble dust. An extract from
Yeah, bro.
flower named Yabra.
Ugh, is it poison?
Well, it depends on how it's used. With just one drop, it's able to numb a patient's body during surgery, making them painless throughout the entire process. However, increase the dose or the potency, and it'll slow the metabolism, making the blood thin and resulting in the loss of all senses. Even long-life species cannot escape its effects. This thing can save lives.
Oh, is he saying that he's gonna add that to someone's food or something?
That may be so, but still, I prefer settling things with a sword than, you know.
Huh. Looks like I did get you all wrong. You're not a feeble scholar, but a sinister and despicable one.
Hey, why the insults all of a sudden? I'm just sharing some medical knowledge here, not persuading you to poison anyone.
Seems like you get real excited when talking about poison. I can't tell if that's an honorable thing or sinister.
Picture this. Two individuals. The one standing is full of malice. The other lying down is honorable and righteous. How can the one who's lying down label the one standing as sinister? In the throes of combat, where life and death hinge on a singular moment, every idea fades into nothingness. The only thing that matters is staying alive. Surviving the battlefield reshapes all notions of worth, be it integrity or treachery. In my eyes, their significance is negligible.
Perhaps you've underestimated Yunli and me, Mr. Jiaoqiu. We may be young, but we've seen our fair share of war.
Well, then you should know that the war dance is nothing more than a contest. So why are you so focused on it?
When I was appointed as the ringmaster for the war dance, I asked the general, we Cloud Knights are supposed to charge into the fray and slay enemies. Why do we have to swing swords in a ring just to please an audience? And this is how the general replied. To unsheath your sword in a ring is no different than on the battlefield, as your sword reveals the might of all Cloud Knights. The war dance is the perfect chance to showcase martial virtue and forge alliances from all over the cosmos. When we unsheath the sword without drawing blood, we not only display our might, but also the martial virtue of the Cloud Knights.
That's quite an insightful statement, Yan-Qing. Well, my apologies for being so short-sighted. I've been on the Luofu for quite some time, but I haven't had the chance to see the ceremony venue for myself yet. Hearing you speak so highly of it has piqued my curiosity. Would you mind showing me around?
You want to see the Sky Splitter ship where the war dance will be held? Let's go! I bet Yun Li and Miss March haven't seen it either, right? Well then, I'll give you all a tour.
I guess let's go and see it. But before I forget, let me take care of the correct March 7th. Yes, I can switch her. So I still have to get new relics for her. What's the point? Hold on a second. No. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Go back. Because I'm not gonna be using her in her normal state either way. So I can just make her take off the current stuff. Okay, remove. Take everything off. Then switch. No, not that kind of a switch. There we go. Now hold on, because I added the light cone to the wrong one apparently, I think. Equip. Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. Hold on. Relics. Okay. Enhance these done. And enhance this one as well. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some removing from the backpack, I guess. Okay. I wonder if that's gonna be enough. Okay, select these. Come on. I'm too fast for the game. Okay, I'm removing the duplicates. Okay, relic XP material. More skills off, break effect. Interesting. So we're gonna see how she's gonna do in the battle, like overall, in the game. Okay, relics. Okay, that is enough. Light cone. Yes. Okay, for this I'm gonna need some items. No, not that yet. Okay, so that's for later. Traces. I want to have stuff done in advance before I forget. With this, I'm gonna have to get a calyx. Of course. And I'm not gonna have this. Actually, can I buy it? I should be able to buy it now. Ember's exchange. Oh, yes. Give me these while I can. It's gonna be useful. Starlight exchange. Okay.
You can never have enough skills. Let's train some
Okay, I'll just do the basics because there's not much I can do without doing the calyx yet. Well, now I don't have that. I have to use the Echo of War. I should have this item though. Yeah, so much of it. I do not have that. What is that? It's from the calyx again. I do have something. Okay, hold on then. Okay, no, I do not have that. I definitely do not know that was an exchange. No, it must be an exchange, goddammit. Okay, do not have an Echo of War. I can do this though. Some kind of a shot. I don't even know what that is. Wait, no, that would be 9. Okay, I'm gonna take care of the other stuff outside of the stream. Because it's gonna require some grinding. Actually, also gotta remember about this and this. And also this, because I got my reward from Twitch drops. Okay, now we can keep going, I guess. No, talk to Yanqing.
Let's go. I'll give you a tour of the Sky Splitter.
Oh yeah. Just a bit more of the stream and I'm gonna end it because I'm usually trying to make them 3 hours long. And because I have to eat too.
Of the Sky Splitter.
What's up, Mr. Jiaoqiu?
No, it's nothing.
No, really. Because I don't believe you.
That's the Sky Splitter, the venue for the war dance ceremony.
It doesn't look all that impressive from this distance.
The Sky Splitter is actually a decommissioned Lawfu military vessel. People aren't allowed on board until the war dance officially commences. Tomorrow, when the bell rings and the ceremonial cannons roar, I'll be there representing the Cloud Knights of Xianzhou Lawfu, standing in the ring, ready to take on challengers from all over the cosmos. Since I was a kid, I've been training in swordplay and the art of war under the general. Every day, I'd swing my sword 10,000 times, and then thrust it 10,000 times, repeating the process over and over. I understand that I'm not like other kids. I never envied the toys and freedom they all had. I never found sword practice boring or hard, even in the thick of battle. Facing down savage abominations, I never felt scared. Each day, I could feel myself getting stronger and stronger, and I racked up countless victories. It's the best feeling in the world. But then, I faced a really tough opponent, and just one slash shattered my confidence into 1,000 pieces. That's when I felt true fear for the first time. Maybe that's what Mr. Jiaoqiu meant by life and death hinge on a singular moment. Every idea fades into nothingness.
Anything elements, Trailblazer. So original destruction and eyes. Yeah, but March, I think the Trailblazer in different versions actually gains on power, and March 7 in the Ice version, it's not that powerful at all, to be honest. And the only special thing she was doing is the shield, so... And other creators, other characters can do that.
I put myself back together. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't seem to find my old happy self again. I often ask myself, why do I wield my sword? If defeat is inevitable, why do I continue to fight? Is it to reclaim the joy of victory? To meet the General's expectations? Or to secure my honor among the Cloud Knights? While the General could teach me the art of swordplay, he couldn't teach me why I should keep on growing. He said the reason must come from within myself. I've been struggling to find that reason, but after talking with you, Mr. Jiao Cho, I think I already have that reason in mind. As a member of the Cloud Knights and the General's apprentice, I've had a weight on my shoulders. And I know there's still more to shoulder. But when I wield my sword, it feels like I'm letting go of everything.
March is like a support character. I know, but I tend to not use support characters unless I really need that.
Pressing forward. That's why I wield my sword.
Oh, Yanqing. So young, yet so grown up. By the way, how old are you exactly?
Age doesn't really matter.
Oh, come on. I actually wanted to know.
I get it. Looks like all the kids on the Luofu live tough lives. So, how about you, Miss Yunli?
No, I don't think she's gonna tell you, actually.
It's not polite to ask a girl her age, no matter which Xianzhou ship you're on.
I still don't know why that's a thing. Like, oh, it's not polite to ask women her age. Like, what? Are you ashamed of it?
I'm not asking your age. I'm asking if you have a dream like Yanqing has.
You don't talk like a cook.
Actually, nowadays, it's a very good thing to ask people's ages. Because of so many dramas of freaking grooming and stuff that's been happening. Like, you don't want to accidentally be involved in that, do you? I do not. I prefer to know the ages.
Need I repeat myself again? I'm a healer.
Well, I don't have a dream like Yanqing does. The only reason I'm participating in the Ringmaster's Challenge is because I made a promise to my grandfather that I'd win the precious sword he's contributed to the war dance.
Sounds like that mind of yours is just filled with swords.
I bet you've got nothing better on your mind.
Wait, hold on a second. Your mind is filled with swords. That can have a very bad meaning.
My father was a craftsman on the Xianzhou Juming. Because of his foolishness, many innocent people fell victim to the cursed swords he forged. Since I was a kid, it's been clear to me that not everyone deserves to have a weapon in their hands. Giving them a sword is no different than being cruel to the innocent.
I'm still wondering why people in America just can casually get a weapon, casually get a gun, and clearly do not deserve it, or don't even know how to use it correctly.
But want to take it away from them. Given that Yanqing is the war dance ringmaster, I'm stepping up to challenge him. To ensure the precious sword doesn't fall into the hands of an unworthy master.
Hey, what do you mean by an unworthy master?
I see. It's not easy for kids on the Juming either. Well, it's better to have a reason for wielding a sword than to be lost and confused. I've saved countless Cloud Knights in my life, and there are plenty of exceptional warriors, just like the two of you.
What happened, Mr. Jiao Cho?
Oh, nothing. I was just reminded of some old friends and old tales. Judging from my professional perspective as a healer, both of you possess remarkable vitality. Your energies flow like raging fires and mighty gales. The upcoming fight will definitely be impressive. Well, we've seen the Sky Splitter and toured the Stargazer Navalia. I guess it's time to say goodbye for now.
What? You're leaving already? But you asked me about my dreams. I've been working hard too, you know.
It's getting late, Miss March. Unlike you lot, I'm a grown-up bound by responsibilities and duties.
She has responsibilities too. She's a trailblazer, for God's sake.
By the way, Yanqing, is it normal to have so many people wandering around in an automated area like the Stargazer Navalia?
Actually, this is a restricted area. But since you're all guests, I made an exception, so you could take a look around.
I understand. Well, I'll take my leave. I wish you both the best of luck in the ring tomorrow.
Yeah, she waves and then leaves.
Seriously? I just spent so much time thinking about my dream, but he didn't even ask me.
Now that we're done with our tour of the Sky Splitter, shall we continue with our training?
Why don't we take a day off?
What? You want to secretly practice swordplay by yourself? Dream on.
You know cramming before a fight never works out. For some reason, seeing the Sky Splitter has boosted my confidence. So, I've decided to conserve my strength for tomorrow.
I heard that technically that's what MMA fighters are doing too. Even in the freak fight ones. They have 1 day to just rest.
Alright. I'll take you out of the Stargazer Navalia.
Before the fight itself. Okay, we are reaching the 3-hour mark, and honestly, my stomach is growling, and because I haven't eaten anything, so I'm gonna just, I guess, try to end this mission and end the stream as well to get some food.
Shut up, Red Fang.
Huh?
This is not a beast ship. I need some time to take care of things.
You willingly donned the skin of a lowly beast to join this mission, dedicating yourself to our glorious cause. And now you're telling me you can't handle it? Do you realize how many ships we need?
What? Was he the one that wanted the
Doing my
things?
best, all right? It takes time to figure all this out.
When the guns go off tomorrow, all eyes will be on it. That'll be
Skyfaring Commission member. So it must be a big...
Who's there?
So that must be a freaking conspiracy.
Who are you guys?
An impromptu inspection. Why are there outsiders loitering in Stargazer Navalia? And a bunch of kids at that.
Hey, kids. Didn't your parents ever tell you to stay away from the Stargazer
Okay, blah
Navalia?
blah blah blah. But I cannot skip it.
But it doesn't mean you can just break in and do what you...
Who are you calling kids?
First of all, I'm an adult. Second, I didn't just break in.
Yeah, we flew here on a star skiff. Like,
That's the worst way to describe that.
I'm trying to tell you off. But this place is off limits to the public, you know?
big sis, let's go. I want to play in.
Oh my god. Oh, he's just going to pretend to them that he's a regular child. Oh my god. Oh, Nathan, can we go back to the Everham, please?
Never hunt flames. Yeah, sure. The big sis will take you there.
Oh my god.
You should have let me. Shh. The overhaul is done, and everything looks good. We should leave.
We should leave. Again. Are they leaving? Now they're leaving. Also, how could they not recognize who Yangxing is at this point? I feel like most people would know who he is in Luofu.
What did I say? Big sis, let's go. Come on, can't you read the room? Something is definitely off about the 3 people we just met.
Yeah.
Oh, Nissan.
See that? I just wanted to hear you say it again. That pink-haired fox tried to say something. I'm pretty sure he sensed something fishy. Since he's not familiar with this place, he just dropped us a hint. But you didn't seem to be paying attention at all.
I knew that from the beginning.
That Cloud Knight didn't recognize Master Yangsheng. That's what I'm saying.
Recognize Master Yan Qing at all. That's really weird.
What? Is he famous on the Lavu or something?
Not even the Cloud Knights on the Juming, who all know my glorious name, might recognize my face. You have a point.
A Cloud Knight, a member from the Skyfaring Commission, and a craftsman. They're from various departments, and the reason for the overhaul seems legit. But one of them blurted out some weird language just now. Did you hear that? I have a feeling that if we secretly tail them, we'll definitely catch these guys in the act. Follow my lead, and be careful not to blow our cover.
Alright then, well, that is definitely sus, but I'm gonna take care of that in the next stream. Sorry, I have to stretch. I make weird noises when I stretch. Oh, sorry. But yeah. I'm gonna have to get some food in me. But yeah. I'm gonna do my best to stream more often. And I'm probably gonna do Honkai Star Rail streams on Saturdays now, because it seems like more people are watching on Saturdays than other days. And for other stuff, I'm gonna most likely do like a midweek stream on Wednesdays, perhaps. I should be able to do the stream on Wednesday. On Thursday, I have to go to another city to get my hormones. But yeah. Make sure to follow me, to subscribe wherever you want, YouTube, Twitch, whichever you prefer, and I also make posts whenever I do the streams on Twitter and Blue Sky. You have all the handles over here, and there should be the links in the Linktree link in the description. And yeah, I'm glad to be back to streaming again, and I hope that I'll be more persistent with the times I'm streaming. But yeah, make sure to follow me, and in case you also don't want to miss the streams, these are the dates I potentially want to stream. So the next stream would be on Wednesday, 6 p.m. UTC time. So the regular time, I'm UTC +2, so it's 8 p.m. for me, 6 p.m. UTC on Wednesday, and I'm probably gonna do a Saturday stream with Honkai Star Rail on Saturday, 6 p.m. UTC, and I always do it like that. Honkai, different game, Honkai, different game, always like that, for some variety. But yes, that will be all for today's stream. May you have a blessed time zone, for I'm your chill guardian angel. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Well, I also didn't notice that for some reason, because I guess I didn't hear the notification. Thank you, Dale Murphy, for subscribing to the channel. Okay, bye.